Hello people of the internet, how are you? Here we are on a lovely sunny morning and I am going to do swatching. Now these were recommended to me by Elise Fine Art. I'll link her channel and her Instagram down below. She's the lady who joined the Colour and Connect. She's joined the Colour Connect a few times and she does fantastic art, proper art, you know, like a real artist. And she started putting it on her Instagram and it's fabulous. So I'm going to make sure you go and have a look at Instagram if you haven't, if you don't already follow her. And when I was talking about these pens, which I love, which are the Staedtler Permanent alcohol based markers, and they have this really nice nib on them, and I did a video comparing these to both Bic ultrafines and Sharpie ultrafines, which I don't like them as much as I like these. Elise recommended, or she said, have you tried these? Which I hadn't even heard of them. And they're double-sided, so they're a bit like the Sharpie double-sided, I think. I've literally not tried these. I bought these in December with, I talked about them in my December haul video, which was my gifts and what I bought with my gift cards. And I took one out to have a look at it. Ooh. Ooh. They're all clipped to a thing. That's exciting, isn't it? Them ones were as well. Let's put them in the order that they were in. I don't know if they have names. It's a yellow one. Actually, they're in the kind of order. There we go. They're in the kind of order that I'd put them in. So starting yellow, orange, red, peach, pink. I'm guessing that's a dark pink. Lilac. Oh, you know, like a dark indigo-y, violet-y blue. Light blue, though I'd probably switch them because that looks like a greeny blue. Two greens which look identical. Maybe not. Is that a grey or a light brown? Light brown, maybe brown, brown, grey, 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 black. It's pretty much the colour order I'd put them in. But anyway, I've had a look at one. And they have a bullet tip like a standard alcohol pen on that end, and a very clippy lids, and a fine ultra fine on that side. Oops, there you go, like a Sharpie. Now I'm just going to grab my Sharpies. Just turned the overhead light off as well so we get less shadows. So these are my ultra fine Sharpies. These are my ultra fine Bic, and these are my normal. Yeah, you can see. Is that what Sharpies are like as well? I don't think I have. Do I have Sharpies anymore? I just went to find a Sharpie and I found this one. Look, it is my Wimbledon Sharpie that they sell in the Wimbledon shop. I think it's so you can get autographs. Is it actually a Sharpie? I've always thought it was actually a Sharpie. And you know something? I don't think it is. I think it's cheap brand. But I think it's got the same tip as a Sharpie, isn't it? I always thought this was made by Sharpie. Wimbledon, I didn't realise you were just doing cheapy one. Smells like a Sharpie. Yeah, so Sharpies and Bic Intensity have that really bullet, really fat bullet, almost like this end of the Staedtlers, aren't they really? Yeah, pretty much the same as those. Or can I hold three pens together? For really tight lids on these. And that's smaller, isn't it? Look, that tip on the Marabu Galaxy Graphix. What am I calling these? Graphix Permanent. Why am I calling them Galaxy? Because it had a picture of a man in a galaxy on them. Did I even call them Galaxy on? No, Graphix. It's the drugs. Graphix. So So the tips on those are very similar to the tips on, not a chisel. Yeah, they are, aren't they? They're very similar. So the tips on the fat end are very similar to a standard alcohol marker, as opposed to the tips on a fat side of a Sharpie. The wider side, the broader side, I'll get the right words in a minute. The broader side of a Sharpie, the broad, well, these are called fine, but the broad Sharpie nib is bigger. Look, you get the picture. I don't have to use words. A picture tells 1,000 words. Right, let's put all these lids back on. Standard alcohol marker. My Staedtler. My new Marabus. My Bic Intensity. And me fake Wimbledon Sharpie. I'll stick that in there. Right, and let us, so we've looked at the makeup of it. Let's have a look at the pen itself. Does it have a colour number on it or anything? Okay, so it has on it, it says there 1.2mm and 0.5mm. Can you even see that? There you go, 1.2mm and 0.5mm. This is permanent marker graphic, alcohol based. Then it's got that, oh, colour 052. And is that stuck? Yeah, that's stuck. We're not, you know, you can pull it off if you really want to. So the colour number is on the sticker. So I've done on one of these, and is that where I got the colour number from? Yes, 052 medium blue. Oh, nice. Right, I got this, the list of colours. Did I get it from their website? I can't remember where I got the list of colours from, I'll be honest, because I did this just after Christmas. It's now February the 13th, 14th, 15th, something in February. And I did this at the end of December when I first got these, because I was going to swatch them straight away, but I didn't swatch them straight away, and then I hurt my back, and then I've not been doing any swatching since I hurt my back. Anyway, you don't need to know all of that, you just want to see the pens in action. So let us get the pens. Let us get the pens in action. So, what do we need? What do we need, people of the internet? We need a bit of squidge. That's exactly right. So, let's find my squidge. Quite squidgeless lately. And I'm going to put a clip on this because I prefer to have it all clipped together so it doesn't move around. I can only find my giant clip. So that's going to have to do. We'll bring you down. And we'll grab the pens. We'll put them here and work on the theory. We'll have to check the colours as we go. Oh, I'm quite excited for these. Oh, I should have done two, shouldn't I? So I can do a fat line and a thin line. So this is number 019 yellow. It's the only yellowy one in the set. That is a nice nib. It does remind me of exactly the same as, you know, normal alcohol markers. And then there's the fine nib. No, it is a very fine nib. It does feel very much like it's the same as the ultra fine Sharpies and Bic Intensities. But to have the two in one, it's pretty good if you're doing, you know, switching between. Right, next one. Next one is 225 Zangerine. I might zoom you in a little bit further. I do like to have you really close. Plus I can use the camera then to... Oh, I like these actually. I mean, to be honest, I like alcohol markers. So. Next one, 13, orange. Oh, I'll do the smell test. Oh, I like it. No, I don't mean I like it as in, it smells nice. It doesn't smell like Sharpies. That's one of the things I can't bear with Sharpies, is the smell. I think in a minute I'll do a double smell test. A blindfolded smell test. 1, 2, 3. Chili. Oh, cherry red's a different one. So this one's chili, which is a deeper. It's a deep. Oops. I was gonna say. I don't know if it's a deeper red. It's a deep red though. I've decided that I shouldn't talk when I'm swatching, because then I can fast forward the swatchy bit. But I talk all the time. And then this one is 031. So this one's cherry red. Quite similar actually. Oh no, it is sort of more got a pink to it. That chili one had more of a rust. Shouldn't be talking. The chili one had more of a rusty sort of hue. And this one is called Rose Beige, 29. Probably a pale skin colour. It was probably called flesh in the old days, before they realised there was other kinds of colours of flesh. Oh, I can't work out. Yeah, that's working fine. I didn't think it was for a minute. That's lovely. It's a nice pale skin colour. Next one is 131 Raspberry. Just a nice vivid magenta-y pink. I am just going to turn the lamp on. Oh, I can't, it's not plugged in. It's fine anyway. The colour's fine on there. Right, next one. 132. Oh, this one's called Pink Candy. Look at the colour of that lid. In fact, let's do a lid. Let's do the skinny lid so it fits in better. Lid to colour. I mean, they're quite a decent representation. They're not an exact match. I mean, you can tell that's a lighter orange than that one by the lids, and they are. It's not a bad match. Not terrible. I've seen worse. So I wonder what this is going to be. Pink Candy would make you think it's going to be a real cotton candy flossy pink, but the lid would say I'm going to be burgundy. So this will be interesting. And I wouldn't call that, unless there's a pink candy that I don't know about that is a burgundy colour. Let me just check that I've got that name right and I haven't typed in the wrong name. Wouldn't surprise me. Do I have the names on the back? It does. Yeah, 132 Pink Candy. It shows it as like a deep pink. Just seeing if there's any other colours that would be. No. I guess it is. It's more like a sort of really dark violet. That pink's lovely, isn't it? I don't know why I did the thick pen and then the thin pen. It almost looks like a gradation. Right, next. Pastel Lilac. Pastel Lilac, yeah. 226. Oh, nice. That's a nice lilac colour. Not really pastel. It's just a really nice light. These are nice that you've got a thick enough inside. I like that. Next one. 139 Plum. I mean, that looks more bluey to me, but is it that? Oh. Interestingly, the thin end looks a slightly different colour, doesn't it? Looks lighter. That looks really bluey to me. I guess it's a plum. It looks blue on the on the packaging as well. Look, plum. This is not really like this on that one. 090 is light blue. Nice. That is a nice light blue. That's a proper light blue. Not too greeny, not too baby blue. It's a nice light blue. I like the colours of these. Sorry, there's a aeroplane going over. Oh, it's a helicopter, which you can probably hear because it's very noisy. There we go. That's a nice, lovely colour. Lovely blue. Next one, 052 medium blue. Now this gives me turquoise vibes, this cap on this. Yeah, it's more of a turquoisey colour, I think. I mean, it looks really cerulean blue on the camera, but to me, on the paper, is that another helicopter or is that the same one? Go around it a loop. Yeah, to me that looks more... Oh no, it's dried down. It's dried down exactly the same colour as it is on the camera now. Okay, this one is called Dark Ultramarine 055. It is a dark blue. That has actually dried down, more of a dark plum now, deep violet. These are nice. Thank you very much for recommending them, Elise. Move on to the greens. This one says 297 Aqua Green. I think we're under patrol here. Helicopters going round and round outside the garden. Nice. Had to turn the camera off for a minute there. It sounded like there was the helicopter was going to land in the garden. Seems to have gone now. Okay, 156 Jade. That's a nice green. I like that green for using in leaves and things. I love the fact that there's both sides of the tip. Next one. This next one really called Lime 154. Lime. It's going to be vivid, isn't it? No! No, it's not. That's more avocado than lime, isn't it? When you think of lime, you think of, you know, quite a bright yellowy green. Okay, next one is 68 dark green. As you can see, the lid really didn't match on, sorry, the lid really didn't match on that last green. Let's see if let's do it this way. The aqua did quite a bit. The last green really didn't. The blue, it's blue. The medium blue, pretty bit lighter than it is, and the pale blue is much paler than the end would represent. Okay, dark green. Oh, and it is. It's a dark green. These are a nice little set. If you're going away for a weekend and you just wanted, I think it's 24 colours, isn't there? Just wanted to take, you know, small set of colours. You want to have a spectrum of a light, a medium and a dark. A fat and a thin nib without taking too many pens. You've got a skin colour. This one, 278, is not one of the, 278 is light grey. Okay, so these are in the wrong order. And it is a light grey. I don't mean they're in the wrong order, in the box as I'm pulling them out. And that is a light grey. Lovely, put that to one side. 163 is cinnamon. Yeah, nice medium grey. Medium brown. I'm assuming then this one is beige, is it? 247. Yes. 247 used to be the number of. Oh, that's nice. That is nothing like the lid, but that is a lovely colour. See, I'd rather call that one. Now, what colour would you call that? Mushroom? So that's the brown, and this should be the dark brown, the cocoa. Yeah, 295. Cocoa. Lovely. Proper deep brown. Okay, and then we've got 169, I hope. No label on this one. Dun dun dun. But let's work on the theory. It's 169 stone grey. Kind of want to label these now because this one hasn't got a label. Did it match the lid? Two greys together. I mean, you can tell one's. I mean, that looks more like a light beige. And we've got 179. Yes, graphite. That's it. Nice 3 tones of grey there. I wonder if you could do colour by numbers with this set. Is this set? I won't want to waste them on colour by numbers. I like using really cheap markers on colour by numbers. And finally, 073 black. And they are very black. It is very black. Nice. Okay. Okay. They are nice actually. There's a nice range of colours. It's a nice warm yellow. One of the things I don't like is when it's a really sort of coldy looking yellow. Nice warm yellow. Couple of oranges, couple of reds, a very light skin tone. I guess there could be more of a light pink in there somewhere, like a pale pink. And we've got a couple of violet, purples. I guess it's the same sort of values between those as there is those. Then we've got 3 blues. The middle blue is a very turquoisey blue, so this kind of like, I feel like that one could have been a more of a, I don't know, I don't really know colours. When I say phthalo blue, you know what I mean, sort of one in between those, so it was a 3-step. That is very much an aqua green. They are 2 nice, in fact the 3 greens together are a nice, you know, set of 3 greens. The 3 browns are a nice set of 3 browns. The 3 greys are a nice set of, you know, light, medium, dark greys, and the black. So actually it's quite a nice set. I think one blue could have been better, maybe a light pink, but I don't know what you'd have taken out. So it's a nice set really. Yeah, so let's just do the smell test. So I'm going to get my I'm going to get a Sharpie. Let's do a skinny. Oh, I can't do a skinny. Can I smell a skinny one still? Oh god, yeah. Take a deep breath of a Sharpie. Okay, so a Sharpie. I'm getting a dark colour for each one. A Bic Intensity. One of these things. One of those. And let's do an ooh-hoo-hoo. Hoo-hoo. And even, I mean, okay, let's push the boat out. A Copic. The smell test of permanent markers. Here we go. Sharpie. Really strong, really potent smell. I don't like it. Bic Intensity. Not as strong. It's very hand sanitizer smelling. I've got to clear my palette, I was going to say. I've got to clear the smell of my nose. The Marabu Graphix. Oh, I knew I would draw on my nose. But the reason why I drew it on my nose is because I was trying to get a deep sniff. And I can't really smell anything. I mean, to be quite honest, I probably should have started with the less smelling ones first, because this one has burnt all my nasal smelling abilities out anyway. Okay, and then onto the Staedtler Permanent. This one smells different. It smells nowhere near like the Sharpie and the Bic Intensity, and not as less as the thingy, the Graphix. It smells a bit like, I'm gonna say fish, right? But I don't mean fish. You know when you oversaturate a gluey piece of paper? This is so descriptive. And it's got that sort of wet, pasty smell. That's what that one smells like. So that's got the lessest smell. That's got the worstest smell. I'm putting them in smell order now. Okay, the Oh Hoo Hoo. That smells similar to that, actually. Yeah, them two are very similar. Got to clear my nasal passages again. Let's have a swig of tea. That might clear my palate. Right, and then the Copic. They don't really smell. They smell like kids' plastic. Did they have more of a smell than those? God, I'm going to be high at the end of this. No. Okay, I'm thinking that there's a marked difference. These are right at the very end of the spectrum. These two are sort of there, you know, this is the middle line, and these two are probably, that's very similar to that one, and that one's probably there. So smell-wise, if you're sensitive to the smell of alcohol permanent pens, then this is the order that I would place them in. Less smell is the Marabu Permanent Graphix marker. The next lessest smell is a Staedtler Permanent marker, then the Oh Hoo Hoo, then a Copic. Then right at the other end of the spectrum is a Bic Intensity pen, permanent pen, and at the end of the spectrum, with the worst smell that will give you a headache, is the Sharpie. Yep. So, if you've ever been interested in which is the worst smelling pens, now you know. Putting all my pens back away. Make sure they all go in their little right homes. That one goes in my little... I do like to have homes for everything. A place for everything, and everything in its place. These haven't got a place yet. They might live in here. They might live in here with these. It's not very portable though. 24 of them. Don't want them in a pen case really. Or do I? Not sure. Haven't decided yet. 36 and 24 added together is 36, 40, 50, 60. You can have 60 colours if you mix them with the Staedtler Permanents. I'm just going to do a little bit of a... Oh, that's really not the right paper to do a comparison on. This, I'm going to do that. And then that. And then, what's the next one in the Staedtler? Staedtler values would be that one. Oh, that's really dark. I was just seeing if you could get a nice... That one's going to be green already. Yeah, that is going to be green. That's not part of the family. Okay, that's okay. So the order of this is really pale. That's a Staedtler. It's interesting when you use this tip after using that tip. This is a nice fine tip still. These would be good for mandalas. Oh, does that mean I need to put them with my mandala test bed? I think I probably do, don't I? Yeah, and then that's a darker one still. Okay, so between the two sets, you can get a nice, decent set. If you're looking for markers with thin tips, I mean, if you want a decent, you know, set, buy some Ohuhus or something. But if you know, cheap markers. But if you're looking for a decent range of alcohol markers with fine tips, you could mix these two up. Okay, I think we really do need to do the mandala test. What did I do it in? Oh, I can't, can I? Because I finished it. I'd have to do another one. Okay, I think I can. Hold on. Right, I did a test in this book. This one, here it is. Okay, I did this using Sharpie, Bic Intensities, Staedtler's Faber-Castell brush pens, so they were all permanent, and then Tombow Arteza Twee markers, Pentel Arts and Triplus Colour, they were all water-based. And when I did this test, these ones came out the best, which were the Staedtler. I just liked the way that they worked. I liked the way that it, you know, had more control. The colours were nice and vivid. There was a nice range of colours. You see, there's the Bic with their very fine line. There's the Staedtler. So the Staedtler's there between that bit. There's the Faber-Castell brush. Now, I never obviously had these then. So what I might do is I might do a bit of the green. So I can do that bit of green there. And I can do that bit of red. Oh, there are two reds. So I'm going to do... I don't want to ruin this though. I kind of don't want to ruin this. Oh, you know what I could do? I could do something in the circle here and then no one will notice. I think I'll do something in the circle. Let's do this green in the circle around the edge. Let's bring you down. I need to get down as well. They're nice on this paper. They are nice on this paper. What I'm going to do is do this little bit here. That's lovely. And I'm going to grab the Staedtler. Staedtler end wise, I would have used this end. This end. And I'm going to do this bit. No, oh, it was the wrong green. I need the other green. I was trying to go for this green. I know it's going to be a different green. That's fine. Right. I loved these when I did this test. I now prefer the Marabus. Dum dum dum. I think it's because the end is not, the fat end is really nice and fine and more useful for mandalas, but it's not too fat. So I did a little bit more. I did another segment in with the Marabu and another segment with the Staedtler. Now bear in mind, I love these, but I now love these better. Oh dear. I like the fact that you get two tips. I like the fact that they don't smell at all. I really didn't smell anything when I was doing that. Now you always have to remember this is horses for courses. There's always context. I like these for mandalas with fine lines like these. I don't like using big alcohol markers on these pens because it's very easy. You know, big alcohol markers like Joy Wishes and the Ohuhus. But even though these have got a fairly fine, that's the brush end, that's a chisel end. Doops. Oh, I will find an end in a minute for you. Although these have got a fairly fine end, this is the Ohuhu and this is the green is the Marabu. I find that these go over the edge really, really easy. So I wanted something finer, and these feel finer. The Marabus feel finer. Maybe it's in my imagination. Maybe what I should do is do a new hoo-hoo round here now and try it. And try it. I've got to get down. I've got to get down. So you've got to come with me. So let's try this one again. Okay. They're probably as nice feeling as the... I'm going to have to finish this now, aren't I? Okay, so they're probably as nice feeling as using the fine tip of the Ohuhus. But obviously the benefit of these is if they've got the ultra fine tip on them as well. I really liked using that end. But like I say, all in context, I would not use these pens to colour a colouring page with large areas. I recommended these Staedtlers, and I recommended these Staedtlers for mandalas. Things that had needed, you know, small spaces to get into. I would not recommend these Staedtlers for colouring colour by numbers or things that have got big chunks. These are mandala pens, for me anyway, or fine line or small detail pens. I would not recommend these for anything other than small detail pens. So that's it, isn't it? That is my swatch, compare, review, play with, first impressions, I don't know what you call these videos, of these Marabu markers, and I really like them. So now I'm going to have to find a case to put them in so that I can carry them with me wherever I go. Okay, so thanks very much for watching, and take care everyone, and thanks Elise yet again for recommending them to me. Take care everyone, bye.